Searching for practical combat with Jose. Second time we do an interview. Last time we couldn't do it because of the noise.
Yeah.
How are you, Papa? Everything
I'm doing
okay?
good, other than you.
Good, excellent. I know Jose back since 2010, probably 2009, when we were in the other gym. Remember?
Yes.
The same structure, the other gym. And Jose's an MMA fighter. How many fights do you have now, Jose?
Right now, currently, 27 pro fights.
27 pro fights. I want to ask you a few questions as far as martial arts. First of all, would you recommend the new people that want to be an MMA fighter now, or like get into martial art? Like, what do you recommend, MMA or traditional? What is your opinion on that subject? Because many people ask me, and you also have a background in Shinji, right? Is that
Yeah.
correct? Tai Chi too?
Yes.
And what else?
And Bagua.
And a little Bagua, the same style I practice. I think he did the Zen style, right? Bagua-san, Zen.
Baguaza.
Should be the same.
Chuan.
Yeah, but they have two
Yeah.
lines. They have the Jin and they have the Sen. The Jin is a little bit, it's almost like Singi. It has more strikes. The other one is a little bit more soft, more calm, more open.
No, this is more the one with the more strikes. What is that
Okay,
one?
the
Jin?
Jin.
Then I train Bagua Jin.
Bagua-san Jin.
Maybe both of them. I think I do both as
Probably,
well because
probably. I seen
our
your-
instructor John Bracey. He's from the title that he gives himself. It's a Bagua instructor. So, and we've done stillness stuff and things that are like combat
application.
Yeah.
Have you put any of the Kung Fu application into the MMA fighter? Have you been able to pull off certain movement or is it
Yeah,
possible?
I mean, no, it's definitely, no, it's actually absolutely possible to do this because I proved it in my matches and I proved it within students as well as teaching them and how that message can also help them, like, solidify their information gathering of martial arts, just having it in a different point of view. I could still show them, on the other traditional martial arts such as boxing, kickboxing, and wrestling, but having that as well a little bit extra, it's just like another point of view of the same thing.
Exactly. It's like more information on the same, maybe a different version.
Right, and maybe like a guy like you and me, you understand things as in shapes, and I think it's better as in numbers.
Correct.
But yet we're talking about the same thing.
Exactly. So Jose, would you recommend, actually let me rephrase the question. Why would you recommend anybody to join a martial arts?
Yeah, just martial arts in general. It's just a way to express the physical body. You know what I mean? To help it align, emotionally and spiritually, so that you can have like more self-awareness of the self. I think martial arts helps any individual with that, whether they pursue it professionally or as a recreational method.
How important is sparring for fighters and for martial artists in general?
No, sparring is absolutely important, bro. You gotta spar.
You gotta spar. There is no way around it.
You gotta spar. If you're thinking about doing this competitively, you have to spar. Now, if you're not, and this is more of like an exercise, it's not recommended. It's not like I don't think you have to do it. I don't think it's something you have to do. Sparring is a specification for those that want to compete.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Right, it's not necessary. You know what I mean? Like maybe
like you can have it for exercise, but if you want to take it to the next level, then you have to spar.
If you have to spar, right? And let's just say the guy that doesn't want to take it to the next level and still wants to spar, because for him sparring and doing, while of course martial arts helps him, discover more about himself and expand his consciousness a little bit better just by, let's say, overcoming a fear of, like, let's say, competing against somebody. Some people have that fear. I know what it's like my first time ever competing ever in a wrestling match or a jiu-jitsu match, like what I had to overcome emotionally, and in the mind. It was crazy. Like I was like, wow, a lot of people were looking at me. Oh man, is this guy better than me? Man, I don't want to let my fans down.
I see what you mean. Okay, next question. As a fighter, what's for you the most important part? Like the technical aspect, and let me explain what I mean technical aspect. Like throw the jab, the hand goes here, or the cardio. Like, because you have some fighters that have really good technique, but then they get into the fight and then that's out. You have other people who don't have as good technique as the other ones, but they have tons of air and tons of cardio. So I know that the best idea is to have both. I mean, try to have an equilibrium, a balance in both.
Yeah.
But if you have to take one over the other, which one will you pick?
Conditioning all day, man.
Cardio then.
Cardio and conditioning. Just like meaning that's gonna go with your will. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have the cardio, then your will's gonna go out the window. You may think about winning and fighting, but if you can't throw the punch or can't throw the kick or do the takedown or the submission, you're gonna be rendered useless. I mean, I felt it in my last fight. You know, going down to 155 and not having the gas to do the things that are in my head, in my mind, that I know I'm capable of, and not being able to do it physically. You know what I mean?
But it takes when you get tired in the fight, you know that you can hit, but your body doesn't respond. Like you see it, say I just need to throw a jab, but you want to throw and the body just doesn't do it because you're basically, I don't know, trying to survive.
Yeah. So like if you develop a good cardio, a good condition to prepare to enter combat, I mean, like with just a few techniques that you practice well, you can have a lot of success. You know, like it's not necessarily knowing like a bunch of moves, but then you don't have nothing to do. Like you see those guys that can throw a bunch of kicks and throw a bunch of punches, but they don't got the gas to push the pedal to the metal when it's time. You're basically going to be rendered useless, you know.
And what's the best cardio exercise for you? That works for you at least. Running, hitting the back, pads, I don't know, kettlebells.
It's conditioning. You know what I mean? Like
in general.
There's nothing. This is like specifically that's gonna. So I don't want to say, hey, it's jump rope, guys, or hey, it's this, and then start an obsession and a craze and some kind of fad that it's this because let's say I'm having success with it. I think it's a combination of conditioning for the specific sport, and it can be a lot. It can incorporate a bunch of things, you know, body weights, weightlifting, powerlifting, you know, speed and agility. You know, like let's say changing levels of like, you know, from the bottom to the top. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever taken a takedown and taken somebody down, and then let's say the guy got up and now you have to stand up and bang?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's a different type of cardio and blood pressure you're dealing with, and you have to condition for that. You know, so it's definitely a mix of things. You know, considering this is mixed martial arts.
I agree.
That we're talking about here.
Jose, are you doing classes right now? Like, are you teaching people right now?
Yeah.
So, here?
Yes, at Freedom Fighters, I am teaching a introduction to mixed martial arts.
What days of the week?
That's going to be a Monday through Friday class from 5 to 6:30. And in my classes, you know what I mean, we go over the fundamentals and the basics. And for anyone that's just like, you know, young or super like green, you know, as a beginner, are welcome to join my program in order to learn, in order to make, you know, the next transition into like our other more advanced classes that deal with less fundamentals but yet more practicality and application.
If you are in Miami and you want to try a martial art class and you're a beginner, talk to Jose. Even I'm pretty sure if you're not advanced, because Jose, I've seen Jose training professional fighters too and helping each other. I've seen Jose go all the way from the beginning to the top of his career. Contact Jose, leave me a message and I will contact you with him, or if not, search for him Instagram. What's your Instagram so they can check
Alright, it's at Joe the No Show.
Okay, there
on
you go.
IG, yeah.
Thank you, Jose, for the interview, man.
You're welcome.
I definitely appreciate it. He's an inspiration. He has helped me a lot. He has helped me a lot too. And not only like, I mean, physically here in the gym, because I haven't been training much here. I come once in a while, I train with Manolo, Saturday sparring. That's as much as I'm doing right now. But in the past when I was coming like every day, Jose helped me out to go through many aspects, not only the training but mentally. So that's something that you should also consider, because it's not only a throw a jab, throw a cross, sprawl, whatever. No. He tells you what to do, and that's really good. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. Appreciate you.